Okay, I'm live. Sorry for that. I hope this doesn't do this a lot, but Gaudreau and Martin to the box because immediately at the start of this, the Islanders, Matt Martin, leveled a huge hit, which started a bit of a scrum to start this game. And nothing incredibly illegal, but the refs don't want listen to a scrum match. I don't even know what it is. If it's the computer or the live, I don't know the deal with it. If this happens again, I'll just move to the other room. That's what I'll do if it happens again. Outlooked for Sergachev, and Cirelli, he goes down, tries to tip it through to center, and flack it on back, and a backhander. Oh, and it's Hedman. He'll stay through. Hedman waits on the point. Hedman forked off the puck. Hedman stays and out to center, and Cirelli will lob this on back. Taken by Mikhail Sergachev. He's really good. He's out to center ice on the backhand, and Sergachev will center to center ice. Sergachev away from Sajak, who gets back to the bench. And tipped over for Alexander Killorn. And now Victor Hedman, who takes a hit from Pelech and backhands this through. Sergachev a shot, blocked away, but Cirelli tried to tip this on back and out to center. Hedman never was able to get there. He climbs at the boards. Victor Hedman stepped up. To drive this over Beauvillier, but it's taken through, and here's Braden Point left circle. Point stepped up. Kucherov comes. Here's Point. Point drops it off again, and it's McDonough. He fires. A save by Varlamov. First save of the night for either goaltender. Anthony Beauvillier steps up the middle. Beauvillier forehand, backhand over to Nelson. Nelson shot blocked up high off of Beauvillier. Beauvillier got it away from Kucherov. Over to Nelson. Off his skate. Nelson with it. Nelson holds. Shoots. Save Vasilevsky. Rebound Leddy. Tapped in front. Another shot. It's poked away from Nelson, and the Lightning are on it. Nikita Kucherov. Bodied hard by Beauvillier, and he spins away. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call from previously against the former Toronto Maple Leaf Matt Martin. Kucherov. Off the boards, and it's swept to center. And Chernak going to get it back. He did. And out there is Bailey. This is a New York Islander team without their captain, Anders Lee, who's out for the year, and Steven Stamkos, who did not play in the series last year, but plays in this series. He played one game last year in the playoff. That was epic Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final, where Stamkos scored the second goal of the game. Here's Palat stepping this across at the New York bench. It's backhanded in and held for a shot, and this is tipped up high and gloved down by Varlamov off of his fellow countryman, Mikhail Sergachev. Great play by Nelson to get this on net, guys. He shot this immediately off the pad, and Leddy tried to center it over to Beauvillier. If that didn't get tipped by Ryan McDonough, is this 1-0 New York? It may be. I do as well. Sorry for the internet connection. If it happens again, AEW fan, I'm going to go to another room where actually the TV will be ahead just because I don't know what's going on. Back through for Savard. He hammers one. Shot! Save made by Varlamov, and Cizikas tries to take it off the boards and send all the way down for Savard, who will take no icing. Savard switched it from Barzal, but taking Andy Green, spun out for Matt Martin. Martin out of the box. Sends out behind. Clutterbuck with a big hit. They're physical New Yorkers. They're trying to stay that way. A backhander skates a stick, Lightning using speed. Here's Yanni Gord. Steps up the middle. This is turned away by Varlamov and out behind. Lightning keeping out to the point. There's Hedman, and over Jan Ruda. Ruda back out to Gaudreau. Gaudreau shot fired and a save made by Varlamov, and another shot. It's tipped up high out of play before Gord or Green could play with it. Also, guys, it's still scoreless with Ukraine and the Netherlands in that soccer game. Here's the play Savard makes. This is a good shot, but it gets deflected. Find it way to Varlamov, but maybe that goes in if it doesn't go off Zikas. So double-edged sword as Pelech flew this off the boards and got to be fallen back for McDonough, who is pursued. McDonough tries to send this through, but a good hit by Nelson and stabbed off of Pelech's stick. Sajak chasing Cirelli. Cirelli goes down. Sajak looks for the puck. Couldn't feed. Moved in by Pajot. Went down. Penalty coming up against the Lightning. Good play by Jean-Gabriel Pajot to rush the goal. And Sajak makes the play, and I think, was it Hedman or McDonough, one of the big defensemen out there. Sorelli fell down on his own doing. Sajak overskated the puck, but he got it through to Pajot, who tried to rush and also had, I think, Letty flanking. And this will be McDonough to the box and the Islanders to the power play. So we talked about the power play, how important it is. The Lightning have the most lethal power play in the league, but the Islanders have a very good power play as well. And the first penalty was drawn against Tampa, which helps really in this series because you don't want the Lightning to get the power play. You can get the power play, maybe something. Eberle, who scored that double overtime goal to stay their team alive for another game in Game 5. This is tipped off of Dobson in last series. This is tipped off of Dobson, who was not in the series last year against the Islanders, and the Lightning clear. All the way down Varlamov, a 28.1% power play in the playoffs, a 77 for New York, a 77.8% penalty kill for the Islanders. For the Lightning, as Barzal got hit at neutral ice, and I think they're calling this offside. 92 seconds to go in the power play. Islanders want some significant presence on Andrei Vasilevsky. Pajot at the neutral zone draw because it was an offside against the New York Islanders. Pajot wins this faceoff, but it hit over the glass and went back down. So that's out of play. So I redo this as it went over into the Tampa Bay Lightning bench. And the faceoff helped, then won by New York. Dobson has it. Fans are booing. Now, do they want to dump this in? You don't usually want to do that in a power play, but the way they're going, Barzal tries to stick handle through. It's cleared. And now a chance in front for Killorn. And finally, Villiers gets back, and a backhander swept through for the keep-in man for Tampa, but that kind of works as a clear. Here moving in is Ruda. He fires, and a save Varlamov. Tipped rebound off of Killorn. Nelson will swing through. Drop it off to Bailey. Josh Bailey sends it on through it. Coleman was able to pitch through it. Coleman goes on shorthanded. Coleman waits. Shot it, and a glove save by Varlamov. Islanders are giving too much defensively, but I will say I am kind of annoyed that people keep not giving the Islanders credit, but I will understand that this power play has been pretty bad, and what the Lightning have been doing here at the chances. I didn't know if they should dump, and they think the NBC crew says that Eddie Olczyk thinks they should have dumped. Here's Letty. He gets it away from Gord and stepped up, and now it's Nelson. Nelson through. Nelson pass over to Polak. Polak try to drop it on through to behind, and Sergachev's there, and a shot, and this is cleared. Off an stick down for Varlamov, and Gord a piece of that. Letty. He'll swing this off at the line. Drop pass it out to the blue line, and Bailey tries to handle through. It's pitched again. But the puck hit a Tampa Bay player on the bench, so that means it's all out of play with 11 seconds to go on the power play. And once again, we'll have another neutral zone draw. The Lightning are tightening space, but it does seem like, yeah, you got to dump against this team. They're trying to handle through them, but they're going to have to dump it in. I feel like the players and coaches are saying that to them, but they say it a bunch of times, you kind of lapse. But if they start doing it, it might help. This is pitched kind of off a dump. Pelech keeps it in, stepped it through. Power play still going. Shot blocked away from Komarov and down the ice and cleared, and that'll kill the penalty. So McDonough's out of the box. Here's Pelech. He'll fire this in. Good play out at center. Sergachev, good passes, but cycled to the boards. They're going to start hitting Pelech. Got it. Pelech holds. Pelech waits and pitches out behind the net. Sajak there. Sajak tries to drop this out behind, and now Yanni Gord with it. A good key pass out to center and backhanded in. A good hit on Gord 6 minutes in. Here's Pelech. Pelech stabs this up the middle. It went off of Martin, and Sergachev with it now. Sergachev fires it over to Tyler Johnson, who took a hit. Out to Maroon, trying to fork the puck off Maroon. Clutterbuck tied off his stick. Clutterbuck with it, taps off the boards. And Matt Martin down along. And try to cycle with some more checks. And there's Savard. He'll fire in. Off the boards, Johnson there as well. And another deflectable hit. Here is Letty. Yeah, I know I got lead. Because this is better surround sound and better lighting. That's why I'm using this one. Nelson on the backhand. And he still staved off behind the net. They back check. They try to move across. And Nelson there. They battle for the puck. McDonough wants it. Clutterbuck still. Clutterbuck tried to feed it to Bavillier. It went up in front off a block. And the Lightning feed it out. And Maroon all the way down. Polak. Battles from Patrick Maroon. Polak swings through and he got hit by Polak. Islanders have to get onside. They will then shoot in off the glove of Chernak. And Bailey has it. Bailey out to the point. Pelech broke his stick. It's tipped and intercepted. Kucherov up the middle. Nikita Kucherov holds. Drop pass away from point. And Nelson feeds to center. Nelson with it. Chernak playing defense. Here's Bailey with Nelson. Bobbles off the puck. Couldn't get it. Palat steps off the boards and tried to clear. It's sent to center. And Andy Green has it. Holds. There's only one guy as the New York Islanders were changing, so he'll just feed it out behind. And Hedman has it. The only player still playing that is a candidate for the Norris Trophy since the Avalanche lost a few days ago in the conference final and the conference semis. So no Cal Makar in the playoffs. Andy Green steps this out to center off of where Mayfield was. And now Stamkos lost it. Komarov lost it as well. Lightning to center. And a bulldozing hit on Barzal, who's on his feet. Killorn got checked. And puck all the way down. Looked for Dobson. And the fans love it here in Tampa Bay. Letty took a check. And now Eberle tried for Komarov. Intercepted. And here's Miguel Sergachev. Out behind the net. Gaudreau there. Dobson wanting it. Stepped on through off of Nick Letty. Letty away from Yanni Gord. And down the ice it goes. Lightning is called the first ice of the game. It goes against New York. Killorn's back on the bench. I will say, though, 6-1 shots in favor of Tampa. And even though New York's getting outplayed, you keep this scoreless. And you wonder if maybe New York gets completely outplayed in this first period, but they're only down like 1-0 or only down or not down at all. That may help their confidence. Letty, out behind the goal, will step this over to center. And here's Sajak over to Palmieri. The Twin Devils, Palmieri holds. He shoots. He's been great, especially in game ones. That is saved by Vasilevsky. And it's pinned over to Sajak. Tried for Palmieri. Palmieri trying to fork it through. Went off of Sajak. Gaudreau. Back out through. Tipped off of Coleman. And Pajot. And now Palmieri. Palmieri holds. Pajot shoots. Save Vasilevsky. Wraparound chance. Palmieri. He got hit before he could deliver it. Over to Andy Green. Green holds. Green shoots. Blocked. And out of play. Andy Green. Blake Coleman. Travis Sajak. And Kyle Palmieri, no, we're not in Prudential Center, folks. A bunch of former Devils converged at the goal, but it's still scoreless. The Islanders are trying for that first goal. We're still scoreless in game one of the Eastern Conference Final between New York and Tampa Bay.
Every road has its challenges. We say, bring them on. At Honda, we engineer each vehicle to outthink obstacles, to overcome difficult conditions. We engineer them for drivers who are determined to power through, just like you are. Rise to the challenge with a rugged performance, a Honda Passport, Pilot, and Starfield.
Also, Brooklyn by 2 in the first quarter in that game.
Hungry for something hot and juicy? Breaded by hand? Sounds steamy. Nestled between two toasted buns? Toasty. The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich from Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Feed your appetite.
Sarah, you said you were buying a car today.
Dad, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, I stayed up and crunched all the
No,
numbers.
I already used Capital One Auto Navigator. I found my car online and got pre-qualified instantly.
Oh, online, honey. Now that can affect your credit score.
It didn't, Dad. Then I got my real rate and monthly payment. Now I just need to head to the dealership for a test drive and purchase.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, since we're both up, who wants French toast? What's in your wallet?
Make more fun plus at Target.
So after the play, Gaudreau apparently was face washing Kyle Palmieri for whatever reason. And this was Pajot. It's also kind of interesting because when Palmieri got the puck to Pajot, Savard went down, but he wasn't in any lane to block the puck. If he was able to put this puck in the net, Savard wouldn't even have touched it. So there's that. Gaudreau will get a power play for roughing. So, yeah, the referees are saying, no, this is the conference final. We're not getting hooligan stuff here. We are going to have as clean a playoff game as we can. And, Lightning fans are going to complain if the Islanders score a power play goal here, but it's the Lightning that got them into this predicament, and behind trying to find Polak, it stepped away and cleared by Tampa again. Remember, the Lightning's first goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs occurred on a shorthanded breakaway after a goal was nullified in Game 1 against the Panthers. Braden Point had the goal, and he's had an all-world series. Probably will win Conn Smythe if this is an offside against New York, but if the Lightning win the Cup again. And, yeah, the Islanders tried to carry it in again. So the Lightning are trying to poke check away, and I know the Islanders don't want to dump on a power play, but the way the Lightning are playing, they may have to. Face-off won by the Lightning. McDonough, he'll clear. Actually went to center, and then Coleman going to take that away and stepped off again. Try to go for Polak. Polak has it. Holds. Tipped away at the corner. Gored off an Islander and cleared. And also, I think the Islanders trying to stay up on the blue line to try to deflect clearing attempts, but the clearing attempts are just going over their heads. And that part of that is the Lightning is a very big team for what it's worth. This team is a fast, skilled team, but they are big. They can be physical. Sergachev hit hard, and now Matt Martin hit by Eberle and switched on through a shot that went off of Vasilevsky, and it kind of ringed around, and it could not be kept in. Beauvillier steps off the blue line to center, 45 seconds to go on the power play. Pajot sinks this away from Sergachev, backhands it from Killorn, who hits Eberle. Eberle goes down, but it's stepped by Barzal. Barzal over to Beauvillier, holds, try to use as a screen, shoots wide, then try to center again, and it's out behind. Step for Martin to Dobson. Dobson to Eberle. Eberle steps aside to Dobson. Holds. Matt Martin. Barzal, excuse me. Here's Dobson. Dobson fires, but it's just tipped off. Kept in by Eberle over to Dobson. Back to Barzal. Barzal off of Killorn. Back to Dobson. Dobson to Eberle. Eberle holds. Eberle shoots. Tipped away, and Barzal tries to keep Ken with the glove. Good puck movement. The Islanders change behind the play. Barzal tipped, but out to Eberle. Passed in front off of Pajot, and the penalty is over, and it's cleared to center. Pelech with a hit on Gaudreau, who comes back out, but they center off the left side. Here's Matt Barzal holding. Barzal shooting, and it's just tipped wide. Zizekas comes back with a big hit on McDonough. Step for Sergachev out behind the net. A clobbering hit at the corner there, and Pelech tries to flick this up, and now a chance for Braden Point at the right wall. Point backhands and stepped aside. He's gapped up quickly, and now they move in. Point steps ahead. Point shoots, tipped wide. Away from McDonough, over to Chernak. Chernak waits. Holds. Point to Chernak. Chernak back across. Kucherov. This looks like a power play, but it isn't. Kucherov tipped away from Palat. Palat hit by Martin. Martin and Kucherov hit by Mayfield. And now Pelech tries to gap this through off the boards. It went past Chernak and all the way down into Tampa ice where McDonough is. Former New York Ranger steps it up to center. It can be cycled back for Kucherov. Tipped away. Point is in alone. And it deflected off of Varlamov. He usually scores on those. Islanders send this off. Here's Andy Green. He'll fire it in at the glove of Vasilevsky, who pins it off his stick at the blue paint. 6-1, still shots on goal favor Tampa Bay. No score right now. Andy Green cycles this, thrown by Pelech all the way down, and back for Jan Ruda, who's chased by Palmieri. And another key pass, and away from McDonough, kept in by Dobson. Dobson shoots, saved by Vasilevsky. Palmieri fires, and a save. Wrap around by Palmieri. Couldn't get Vasilevsky, and pinned all the way down, and this will be no icing. So many great chances. Brock Nelson away from Sorelli, and stabbed away Stamkos. Still hit by Pelech, and Dobson took a check. Nelson out away from Savard. Savard steps through. Pinned in. Colton. Save Varlamov. 6:30 to go in the first period. No score between New York and Tampa Bay. Braden Point actually missed the net on that chance. The Islanders are hanging in there and having some good chances of their own. No score.
Hi, I'm just looking at my account and I've got all this extra cash back.
Yep, that's your cashback match. Only Discover will automatically match all the cashback new card members earn at the end of their first year.
You matched everything I earned this year?
Yeah. Woo! More money, more money! Ah! It's all very exciting. I'm gonna spread the news. Spread it wide. It's cashback match, people! You know that. You all work here.
New card members get a dollar-for-dollar match at the end of their first year, only from Discover.
Tonight, I'll be eating a pork banh mi with extra jalapenos. Thanks, baby. Yeah, we about to get spicy for this virtual day. Spicy like in pajama pants. Hey, the camera is staying up here. This is not the second date.
Okay, at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals on all smartphones. Let me break it down. You got your new customers. They get our best deals. You got your existing customers. They also get our best deals. Everyone gets the deals. Question. Why did you use a permanent marker? Because I want to make sure you remember. I'm going to get a new one for you.
It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on every smartphone.
Gonna look at our Corona Premier replay. Good opportunity here for Braden Point off the turnover, and he tries to go back where he came from, shoots it high and wide.
Yeah, it's physical, but it is quick-paced. Yeah, there haven't been a lot of pin-ups on the boards. Oh, wow, Ruda with a great block on Palmieri there. It's the first shot. Ruda blocked it right at the skate, and this was the wraparound chance, and it got tipped away by Hedman. I like the idea, though. They only have one shot on the goaltender, Vasilevsky, but they are giving him, like, they're putting in some really dangerous looks on him. I don't know why they're not dumping in the puck, though. I'd love to see what they could do dumping the puck in, and this is taken away by Matt Martin, and Martin is going to do that. So let's see. It's stifled out, taken by Sergachev. Big hit by Martin on Sergachev. And now Savard will fire this in, but it's tipped out at center and loosened by Cizikas. Cizikas shoots and tipped wide. Here's Martin. He takes a hit and out behind. Stepped off at the corner. Shot save, and Vasilevsky was kind of out. Pelech is to drop this over to Martin. Pelech, back out Vasilevsky hugging the post. Martin tipped off the one stick poke check. He backhands this in, though. Clutterbuck chasing. He guards away, and here's Tyler Johnson. The only problem against this line is that if the Lightning do speed against the Fisherman line, it could cause them, the Islanders, some problems. It's saved by Varlamov hugging his post, and now New York has it. It's Pajot who tried to drop it off to Pelech, but he goes off the ice, so Leddy will take it. Nick Leddy on front and tipped off his stick. 5:20 to go in the first period. Acted on up away from Yanni Gord and from Coleman, and now Varlamov's behind. Looks for a pass. We'll sweep it over to Pajot. Off the line and shot in again. That was Hedman off the boards. Varlamov sets it over to Leddy. Nick Leddy looks out for Mayfield. Mayfield will steps this through, try for Bailey, and Letty right down at the line. Ruda shoots this in off the boards, and Mayfield steps across. Right for something Bavillier, tapped on loose and taken out by Goudreau. Goudreau took 2 huge hits. Here's Ruda. Ruda firing one, and it's deflected out behind. Bailey, and the puck comes to center. And it's Bavillier who's had the puck a lot. Bavillier steps through, no offside. Here a pass in front. Bavillier can't get there, and Gord will take it off the boards away from Ruda, and the Lightning are changing as it is flipped in. It's a weird question. Little Perk 30, you know I can't show the game. Stop asking that. Andy Green fires this in off the boards. And a hit there, checked all the way down, and for Varlamov out behind, Andy Green will sweep it out to the corner. Chernak with it. Chernak steps, got hit by Barzal, and through to center. Eberle with a hit there. And backed up, Varlamov will send this over to Andy Green. And away from Eberle, and tipped on down. There's Komarov battling with Savard. Both go down. Komarov now gets back up. Komarov away from Barzal. Lightning with it. Back to Steven Stamkos off the boards. And cycled on back for Alex Carr. And there stops now Pellick. Away from Stamkos, backhand through. There's a shot save. Varlamov tipped, rebound out. Stamkos couldn't cycle it through and in. As Varlamov made a big save, this has been a heavy-duty period. Savard out to center. Over to Killorn. Killorn steps this away. And here's Mayfield. Out to Letty. Letty steps up. Letty all the way down. Sergachev battling with it there. Poked away. Here's Letty. Letty firing one. Tipped up high off of Vasilevsky. And here's Cizikas. 2:40 to go in the first. Cizikas with it at the blue line. To Nick Letty. Letty steps, shoots, tipped. Oh, rebound out behind Vasilevsky, who actually didn't know where it was. It comes off the glass, and now Letty will have it out to center and keep it in. Letty stepped through. And back to cross. It is offside. It's out of play. It's out of play over the New York bench. 2:21 to go to the first. We go back to commercial. No score between the Lightning and the Islanders. Also, at halftime, it's no score between Netherlands and Ukraine. Now, there could be a draw in that game. That's just group stages right now. The first of 3 games in the groups. It's been a heavy-duty period so far, yeah.
It's coming back to you now.
The Lightning are better and look a little bit better, but not by much. The Islanders don't have a lot of shots on goal, but their chances and shots have been there. They've been trying, had really good opportunities that have been stifled by great Lightning defensive play. And the Islanders have been great defensively, and Varlamov's been there, Vasilevsky's been there. And we've seen dump-ins by either team, but not as much as should be by either team. It's kind of the game we thought, and it is a precursor into what we would think. Although I'd like to see better puck play by the Islanders. The only thing is the Islanders have been moving the puck this whole season on their power play. Just move it, and the Lightning will allow them to move it. So they kind of have to have a dump in power play, which isn't in the National Hockey League today, that it doesn't really work well. But that's just a credit on the Lightning. The Islanders have outshot the Lightning. Now it's 14-11, actually. It was It was low before. This is a tipped-in puck in front of Varlamov. Islanders try to get this out, and Palmieri stepped in front. It's blocked away. Sajak trying to go for him. Out to center. Gaudreau tries to climb down, slide down. Here's Yanni Gord. Backhands this in front. And now the Islanders try to stab it to center. Will get it out to center from his knees and backhanded through. Deflected over the glass with 154. Brock Nelson against Braden Point. Steps this through. Chernak will shoot it in as Varlamov's out behind. Step it. Cross tried to rim this into the boards, and it went through a leg of a defender, but Pelech has it. He slides away from Kucherov. Backhands this through. Stepped off a block shot and out to center ice, but shot in by Tampa Bay. Varlamov steps to Pelech. Pelech out from behind and shot in again. And Beauvillier will take this puck on the backhand in the Tampa zone. Try to drop it for Nelson. Nelson has it. Holds. Into the circle. High slot. Letty shoots. That got blocked. McDonough fires off the boards and all the way down into New York ice. Now Nick Letty. Letty steps ahead. Slid this on front for Barzal away from Hedman. Matt Barzal try to pass in front off a backhand. It's stifled. The puck is loose from Eberle. Eberle and Barzal couldn't keep it in, but he helps, and now Barzal slides this through as he went out to center. Komarov with a hit. They keep this behind the Lightning net. Eberle there. Step for Letty. Letty holds. Shoots this in behind the net. Eberle just ridden off the puck a little bit. Sergachev and now Matt Barzal tried to center this across. Killorn has it. Killorn send in pass. Out across through the stick. And Killorn couldn't get there. And Eberle dive bombed. Eberle tipped off his puck and backed up for Barzal. Trying away at Kucherov. Stepped on through. Polak fires from the corner. Couldn't get anything there in the final second. Pelech shoots. Tipped. Rebound. Clutterbuck blocked it off of Martin. And then Killorn will backhand this all the way down, and Islander at the bench. The period's over. No score. The game favors the Lightning, but not by much. 14-11 shots favor the Islanders, and both teams, yes, they're ready. They have really amped up the game and have had some incredible scoring chances, but some great defensive play by both teams. And when the defensive play, the rare times it has lapsed, the goaltending has been there as well. So the kind of game we expected, the kind of series we expected, we got in the first period of game one, a heavy-duty, intense period after one. No score between Tampa Bay and the New York Islanders. All right, so the soccer game's at halftime. This is the first intermission. Let's go to Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for the Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, sorry for that. Brooklyn, Milwaukee, who won a championship in 1971. They've had a great team for some time. 34-23, Brooklyn. They're up 2-1, and they haven't lost in Brooklyn in these playoffs. At the three-point line, Brooklyn trying to go to the conference final. First time in many years. Antetokounmpo gets the rebound and scores. Guys who like hockey, we're in intermission right now, so we're streaming the basketball game. Kevin Durant out at midcourt. Durant sized up. Middleton. Durant away from Middleton. Bounced up and started this off in a layup. They score. So the Nets back up by 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. Waits at the three-point line. He looks, pivots to Middleton. Middleton crossover. Middleton, he draws a foul and he scores! Middleton, the three-point play from the three-point line. will have a chance for a 4-point play. 36-28. That was a hard angle. And Shamet just rode him, and he was able to fire that in. He was going to get 3 free throws. He'll only get 1, but he made the 3. So this would be a chance for, I think second period might be better. If you mean more offensively, yes. The other free throw is made. They're pressing now. Nets by 7 because of that 4-point play for Brooklyn. For Milwaukee, excuse me. Back out. Shamet has it. Shamet fires a deep 3. In and out. And rebounded Middleton. Middleton. Great pass. Tucker. He scores. Tucker. Nets are only down by 4 because of the Milwaukee's shooting. Durant, and there's a screen. Are they calling that an illegal screen against the Nets? You betcha. Milwaukee ball. The Bucks get a 4-point play, a 3, and then an illegal screen trying to protect Durant. And they can get within 2 or within 1 in the matter of about 30 seconds. Bounce pass to Antetokounmpo and a foul against Brooklyn. For a grab in, that is Clinton. So substitutions coming. And he'll take a seat, and Blake Griffin comes in, and we heard, how healthy is he, and is he playing on injury and all that. And Steve Nash will console, former coach of this Milwaukee team. Back out for Middleton. Out. Tipped up high. Rebounded loose. Milwaukee gets the rebound. Look for Antetokounmpo. This is a hard pass, but Tucker gets it. Brings it in for 3. He scores! Milwaukee down by 1 now. That's 3 threes in the last 90 seconds. And the free throw made. So it's Brooklyn 36, Milwaukee 35. Irving tries to cross. Irving, a tough shot. In and out. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. If they score here, I know the Nets are calling timeout. Antetokounmpo drives. He slams it down. Bucks take a 1-point lead. 37-36. The hammer thrown to the ground by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the square outside of the arena in Milwaukee is buzzing. They've got the white rally towels as they're a bit behind. They just saw the dunk by Giannis Antetokounmpo, which has given the Bucks the lead. 3 threes, the free throw, and an incredible dunk by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a timeout for Brooklyn. We go to commercial. Oh, that's pretty epic. Thought this game was good, man.
Let's see what people think about Burger King's new spicy chicken. Why, thank you. No Whopper than trouble. Oh, no. Whopper who? Yeah, okay. This hurts. The new hand-breaded chicken. Did we just outdo the Whopper? Get a free one with your purchase of our new chicken in the BK app today. Do we really need a sign to live, laugh, and love? Yes. The answer is no. I can help my homeowners not become their parents.
Keanu.
No. Chloe Noah. No. Joaquin. No. It just takes practice. Give it a shot. You hear that? Yeah. It's a constant battle. We're going to open a PDF. Who's next? Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
No fussin', no cussin', and no...
Also, the soccer game is back. Just gonna stay here. Just have it on my phone. Let's see.
I'm David Collado. I chose the Smart Cash Card from Capital One because I earn a limited 2% cash back on everything I buy. Last year, I redeemed $21,000 in cash back, which I used for new equipment to expand production. What's in your wallet? Coast to Coast coverage brought to you by T-Mobile. Mark. Great job by the Bucks here, not being outworked this afternoon. Johnson comes up with the loose rebound. DJ Tuck in the corner. He's got to be willing to take and make these shots. He doesn't know what he can do, but he's got to make a play for it. There's defense and get a stop. Giannis all to the races. We talked about it in the open. He sees gaps, take advantage of the angle, attack with a grown man move, and did this. Filling up and filling out.
Welcome back with their captains.
Okay, there's still an intermission in the Islander game. So, Milwaukee now has the 1-point lead. And this is why game fours are so important, because you're down 2-1. But you have an opportunity, which is kind of what's going to go on, I think, tomorrow evening in the Philadelphia-Atlanta game. Philadelphia's up 2-1, but can Atlanta square it? If you square it, then you're going on the road down 3-1, and it's just hard. Irving scores! And the Nets are back up by 1. Kyrie Irving with a pull-up jumper. Also, AEW fan, if you're here, are you a Nets fan? Here's a shot for 3. They score. They get back the lead. And another 3 by Milwaukee. They're up by 2. Kevin Durant will take it. He fakes out Tucker, and there was a case earlier with them in game number 3. Irving back to Durant. Durant by Tucker, tipped and intercepted. And a good pass over to Giannis Antetokounmpo, who drives Antetokounmpo, rolls through, no foul, but he scores. Bucks by 4. That was a bad pass, and it resulted in more points for Milwaukee. Kyrie Irving steps through. He's stripped, but it's off a Buck hand, and it will be net ball. As you see the playmaking of Antetokounmpo there, and then the camera kind of cut out, but the Bucks intercepted a pass again. At the 3-point line over to Antetokounmpo. He fakes. He sends it over to Tucker, who missed the shot, airballed it completely. So the Nets get some solace off of a sort of defensive stop. They're going to want to score here, whatever spot they can. Here's Shamet. Irving in the middle. Griffin back to Shamet. Shamet sizes up. Shamet back to Griffin. Griffin. Griffin again. Blake Griffin. Great move. Oh, on a sure basket. He missed it. Middleton up to Antetokounmpo. Euro step. Went down and scores. What a play. Giannis Antetokounmpo got bodied and from his back rolled a basket in. And the Bucks are up by 6. With a chance to go up by 7 with a made free throw. Giannis Antetokounmpo did not win the MVP. Nikola Jokic, whose Nuggets are in danger of being eliminated tonight, won MVP. But Giannis Antetokounmpo was making a case that maybe he should have. Antetokounmpo, who usually takes his time shooting free throws, took a bit dribbles. Now we'll go up and shoot it. It's in and out. He airballed the free throw the last time in game number 3. Moved ahead, Kyrie Irving over to Blake Griffin. Griffin sizing up over to Durant. Durant steps past Irving. Irving floats it in again and scores. And oh no, Irving's down. Irving is down, looking at his knee. When the ball goes to the other side, they'll take a look at it. 3-point line. This shot is tipped up, rebounded back by Blake Griffin. And play will be stopped to look at Kyrie Irving, who is still looking at his leg. And if this is a problem for Brooklyn, this is going to be a problem for their season. Kyrie Irving is down, and he was grabbing the lower part of his leg under his knee, close to his foot, right as he scored and went down to the floor. Wincing in pain, too. And I go back to commercial. Brooklyn's getting back in control, but they have an injured star.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the RDX. At Domino's, we're constantly innovating to find better ways to deliver you pizza, which is why we're testing.
I'll be right back, guys.
Delivery powered by Neuro, and it's got someone who backs their whole. Avoid the noise when you get any two or more medium two-topping Domino's pizzas delivered for just $5.99 each.
Kyrie Irving just gets off and getting an ovation from the crowd as he walks out to the locker. Here's the play. As he goes up, Antetokounmpo comes in, and he steps right on the foot, and you can see the angle. He really turned that. He put a little pressure on it when he just got up. That's obviously big play because of Irving Phelps, and it's also that should have been a foul on Giannis, which would have been his third. We were discussing in the timeout whether or not that's the same situation as a jump shooter when the defender lands in the landing area. Is it the same on plays like that? And it should be. Really comes in and does not allow the space to land. It's good to see him at least put some a little weight on it. Of course, Hart is still out with a hamstring injury. No real update on Hart. He's starting to do some on-court work, but it doesn't appear that he's close. Of course, they got the good news with Jeff Green returning today, but now Irving's back in the locker room. Throwing it to Harris. Harris. Back in there. Puts it up and in. Well, these veteran officials are letting them play here this afternoon in the first half. As Milwaukee's back up by 2. They will tell you that they officiated the same way regular season or playoffs. You don't have to be a genius to know that's not true. I mean, that's what they care of Blake Griffin and the else on the content. Coaches and mark you as a player. Would you like the fact when you were playing or when you're coaching that they let them play a little bit more in the postseason? I just want you to be consistent. If you're going to let you be physical on one end, then let the same type of action take place on the other. The frustrating part is when you're inconsistent. What's your call? Holiday. Nice sucker. Shot clock 3. Drew Holiday drives inside. Offensive foul. Kevin Durant this time draws the charge. That's the third offensive charge. Calling up Milwaukee. 2 on Holiday. See the drop by Holiday. Overextending your defense and limiting his touches. Jeff Green finds James. James out the house for speed. And the Styles Lopez upset. He thought he got clean. He's still Brooklyn to the heights of the free throw line. 2 fouls on Lopez. Take a look at the players. Blake Griffin attacking the rim
Bucks up by 2, but we got to go to the second period. Sorry, guys. I had to do something with my parents. Lightning just had a really good chance on goal. Gord, Savard, but Varlamov made a big save, guys. So it's still scoreless. It kind of went not on his back, but kind of went on his side leg. He was able to sweep it across. Back a shot from the point, blocked again. Clutterbuck backhands this out to center and taken back by Jan Ruda, who will step this across over for Hedman. Victor Hedman up there. Also, it's 2-0 Netherlands, so they really exploded in the second half. The game is already only the 59th minute, so they really did some stuff. And Ruda was, really able to set up a shot that actually hit point. Ooh. His own shot hit him right in the stomach. Here's Killorn off the face-off circle and out behind. Killorn on the one hand, backhands it. Killorn at the left circle, fires, blocked again. Sajak wanting the puck, and he did get it to the puck centered all the way down. Hedman stepped off and taken by Kyle Palmieri, who'll shoot this in. And away from Vasilevsky and also away from Palmieri and Cirelli. And it stepped up Stamkos, Killorn as well. Killorn got there, threw away from Stamkos. Bullock backed out Shaq. Pelech there. Pelech switched it on through. And taken over for Ryan McDonough, who'll snap this out behind Varlamov. Sets it out across and Pelech with it. And Pelech out away from Sajak, shot in by the Lightning again. Here's Pelech out to center. Pelech and then backhanded off of Palat now. Palat behind the Lightning net, away from Villiers. Palat steps this on through. It's intercepted. Here's a chance for Palmieri. Oh, he roofed that, but it went over the net. Had a chance for an incredible goal. Palat out to center ice. And it's tipped, and now McDonough steps ahead. McDonough toe drag, couldn't go. Point backhands, and it's stifled. Good play with the Islanders for not having an incredible chance and then wavering. Here's Ruda, shot blocked, and then wavering, letting the Lightning go down the ice and march. They stayed in their own end. And Josh Bailey losing his stick as the puck comes down to Ryan McDonough. Josh Bailey takes it. Bailey waits, holds, shoots. Hey, Vasilevsky. Great chances by New York, but still nothing. "13 shots for Tampa Bay, 14 shots for New York," and pretty much as this first period kind of wavered down in this period as well, it's been very equal. Really hasn't been. Now, as the period has gone along, and the first period kind of ended, the Islanders have had some, not as many chances as Tampa, but they've had some really elite chances. As like that Palmieri chance, this shot just deflected wide. The Islanders tried to take it out. Oh, good keep in by Hedman. Over to Gord, fires up high. We'll see what team that gives up the first goal, if it's in regulation, we'll see who's able to kind of come back. Remember, Game 2, the Islanders played great in the conference final against the Lightning, but ended up having a bad shift in the final minutes, and then the Lightning won it because Kucherov had a goal in the final 8 seconds. The Islanders really weren't ready in that series at that point anyway, so they're dialed in. Barzal with a hit on Jan Ruda. Barzal up off, and now Blake Coleman tried to backhand this up high and stepped over to center, and there's Andy Green away from Scott Mayfield. Mayfield back down again, and ahead for Clutterbuck, who takes a big hit from Gaudreau, and Clutterbuck there. Matt Martin away for Jan Ruda, and a hit on Ruda, and here's Andy Green. Throws this off the corner wall, and it's tipped out at center. And back across from Zizekas. And step through, here is a chance for Maroon, but this out. And now coming through is Savard. A shot that tipped off high. And Maroon out with it. Looks for Tyler Johnson on the backhand. Johnson stepped on through and deflected off. Looking for Zizekas. Casey Zizekas line this on down, and the Islanders will control through. Chipped away by Cal Clutterbuck again. Savard takes a hit from Martin. And now Sergachev. Sergachev backed up for Killorn. Killorn up to center. Killorn on the backhand. And it is tipped out of play.
Shots for the Islanders. I thought in the first period they started to get some quality on Andre Vasilevsky. He's the type of goaltender that putting a lot of pucks on net will only make it more confident. It's about finding the quality between Josh Bailey. That last opportunity I liked about it. Trying to elevate.
And I talked about how it's kind of funny that Vasilevsky, he's a goalie that very Tim Thomas-like, listen, they did say put him at pucks on him will only make him more confident. Still, you're going to have a great chance if you put more on him, but he's a guy that will get more confident as the game goes along. Like, I will not give up a goal, but putting better chances on him is really the way to go. Not just shooting pucks at him. And look, he made a shot. Look, he's already faced 30, but it doesn't matter. But the quality, and he's stopped 16 pucks today. But also, 12 saves by Varlamov is pretty good too. I feel like no matter who wins this series, like Varlamov is not going to be looked at as big, and he should be. Sorelli back out. It's tipped off at the line, and Villiers chasing Chernak. Villiers with a hit on him. And now Sorelli sizes up Bailey. Over to McDonough. McDonough drops off to Palat. Palat sends this right off the boards, and Sorelli will backhand it in. Centered over for Palat. And back out. Islanders try to take this out to center. They will. Braden Point. Out there. It's intercepted. Here's a chance for Villiers. Hey! Vasilevsky in the backhand. Couldn't really elevate it, but he did have a really good chance. That was a bad Tampa Bay turnover. or with the chance Stamkos could have gotten, but that block by New York, it's really good. They've been there. They've not wavered. They're really consistent, and it's fun to watch them with that style. Brought up for Victor Hedman. And now Yanni Gord has a chance in the left circle. Shoot, save Varlamov. And it spits out to Mayfield, who sends over to Palmieri. Palmieri shoots in. Palmieri looks to get the puck. Palmieri across in the backhand. And pass. Oh, that just missed at the blue line. Mayfield all the way down to Varlamov. Nice. Over comes Mayfield out at center ice. I actually have NHL 21, but I didn't open it yet, believe it or not. I play in the older NHL games, like NHL 13. Here is Matt Martin, who actually, Komarov, actually are on the Islanders at that point. Komarov not, but I don't think he's in the league yet. But Matt Martin still, who's went to the Leafs, then went back to the Islanders, back to the Leafs, all that. But he's back to the Islanders now, and here moving in is Point across. Couldn't get the puck through. Palat steps up. A high slot chance and a save by Varlamov. Kept out by Sergachev. A great check there. And out in front is Savard. What a save by Varlamov as Savard got hit once he delivered the puck. Great goaltending by Vasilevsky and Varlamov. 12:59 to go in the second. No score.
Introducing Schwab stock slices. For as little as $5, now anyone can own companies in the S&P 500, even if shares cost more. At $5 a slice, you could own 10 companies for $50 instead of paying thousands. All commission-free online. Schwab stock slices, an easy way to start investing or give gift of stock ownership. Schwab, own your tomorrow.
Skill innovation has always powered us, and now Skill runs on advanced lithium battery technology with 5-minute recharging, powering your tools and your tech. Skill, what powers you? At Domino's, we're more than just classic hand-tossed pizza for $7.99. We're hearty handmade pan crust, tasty gluten-free crust, foldable Brooklyn-style crust, and crunchy thin crust too. Carry out 3-topping pizzas on any of Domino's 5 crusts for $7.99 each.
Is that just wrong? Dad, why didn't you answer your phone?
Your mother loved this book.
She did.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri who led the NHL in goals this season.
Welcome back to North Florida, guys. This is what happened at Yanni Gord's chance. Kickback shot and a good save with the stick and the leg by Semyon Varlamov. And then what I like with the kick-out rebounds that he's been able to do is that they've gone right to Islander players. Kick-out rebound, then get right through. Sergachev shoots. That got blocked. And out to center. Savard pitched through, and here's Sergachev again. Sizes back. Out to the blue line. Shot again, Kucherov. Back to Sergachev. Back. Tried Kucherov. Savard to Kucherov. Kucherov pass blocked again. Looks like power play, but guys, again, it's not. They're just really good at moving the puck, Tampa Bay is. And away from Palat. Palat can't try to move through. They're good at placing it. Got the Islanders kind of chasing. Not too much, though. They're very lateral. They're staying in their spots as this pass comes off again for Braden Point. A good send-in at the right circle. Held on through. Tipped up high. And couldn't get it across. Cizikas pressuring. Out for Braden Point. To center ice. Point over to Palat. Palat waits. Drops this through. And just moved over from Varlamov away from Sergachev. And back down the ice it goes. Pavillier trying to get a step in. He shoots it, a save by Vasilevsky as Pavillier was fending off a stick check. Sergachev off the boards, and Dobson gets it away from Patrick Maroon. Taken by Point out at center. Braden Point back over for Sergachev. And lobbed on down for Varlamov, who takes this over a backhander away from Pavillier. And stepped aside, a backhander up high. Rebound taken by Varlamov and from Maroon. And now McDonough. He shoots this off the corner, off of Bavillier's shot. There's a shot save made by Varlamov as Colton tried to get in front. Colton there. Backed up. Kept out. Chernak. McDonough. McDonough to Johnson. Tyler Johnson, high slot, shot save. Rebound. Varlamov has it. He holds on. So both teams, again, have had zone time. They've had good chances. They've had good board work. I don't think really anyone has had a momentum. And yeah, that's the thing. Nobody's had momentum in this game. It's been physical. It's been great hockey. Nobody scored a goal. But nobody's really had any sort of momentum. We haven't felt, not since the power plays. I don't think. Sajak drops this off over to Pajot. Skate the stick. Back to Sajak. Sajak holds. Pass over. Mayfield shot save as Zalewski kicked it out. Passed off to the corner, and this is Pajot who has it. Flickered on back. Palmieri tries to take it away from a Tampa Bay player who gets it back Killorn, and it's fought off into the Tampa zone. Back to Hedman. Stepped ahead and taken away from Killorn. Sajak there. Travis Sajak out to center. Deflected from Pajot, and now Hedman with it. Victor Hedman fought this off the boards, and Killorn stepped up center. Here's Matt Barzal. Barzal waits. What a move! Barzal shot it wide. And tries to get it on back. And away from Sergachev. Barzal battling with Sergachev and almost picked it off. Then thrown through for Sajak. And now Barzal. Now Sajak. He's got the puck. Travis Sajak for Leo Komarov. Komarov. Back away Eberle. And he couldn't keep the puck in as the Sajak line went to the New York bench. Went to the bench. Pelech to Polak. Polak sends this through. Leo Komarov to Barzal. Back in front, tipped, save made. Vasilevsky deflected it, or the save made by him, Palat with it. Barzal tried to keep it in, they couldn't, but out to center. And the Lightning make changes, so do the Islanders. This is perfect for a dump in, that's what Polak will do. And stepped across. Interestingly, the defense to knock off the move through and only allow dump in actually was only really used in the penalty. So now the puck is tipped out of play, 9:39 to go in the second period, still no score. Not great chances by the Lightning and by the Islanders. And I said he missed the net, Barzal. No, that was a left shoulder blocker side save by Andrei Vasilevsky. No score. Also, the Ukraine has just scored, guys. In the 74th minute, it's 2-1 Dutch.
Is that my leotard? No. You can keep it.
Sarah, you said you were buying a car today.
Dad, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, I stayed up and crunched all the
No,
numbers.
I already used Capital One Auto Navigator. I found my car online and got pre-qualified instantly.
Online, honey, now that can affect your credit score.
It didn't, Dad. Then I got my real rate and monthly payment. Now I just need to head to the dealership for a test drive and purchase.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, since we're both up, who wants French toast? What's in your wallet?
With the Honda Civic, fun and sporty can also be practical and efficient. That's because the Civic's responsive performance is matched with excellent fuel economy ratings and a stylish roomy interior. With standard Honda sensing, a suite of safety and driver-assisted features. It's the whole package in one stunning wrapper. No wonder the Civic is the best-selling compact car over the last decade. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online. USA Men's Basketball takes on Nigeria July 10th on NBCSN.
NASCAR is coming to Nashville June 20th. Nashville Super Speedway. NBCSN. With music from Dale Jr.
The new Truly Punch Hard Seltzer, bold, bright, and refreshing as ever. It's our biggest flavor yet. Truly, the official hard seltzer of the NHL.
The face-off won by New York as we get back to Tampa Bay. Islanders cycled this through on a blow-up. Out and kept in by Clutterbuck, fired down ice. Back and pitched through away from Savard More of a dump, and Sergachev took a hit. It's back out. Zeke is spawning it. Zeke is out behind the Tampa goal. And here is, hey, Caleb, here is Yanni Gord away from Goudreau. Goudreau got hit. Clutterbuck battles and over for Andre Vasilevsky. Try to throw it off the corner boards and swept on back. Mayfield with a good hit. Mayfield wants the puck. Had it, but then he lost it over for Savard, and the Islanders are changing, which is why the Lightning tried to push the puck up. Here's Letty with it. Letty can grab the puck. He kind of did. It went through skates. Mayfield as well. And Islanders will dribble this out to center. Over for Pajot. Good pass to Palmieri. Palmieri away from Chernak. Palmieri up behind. And Palmieri drops through. Key on the puck. Tough on the puck. Here's Andy Green. He shoots. It deflects away from Yanni Gord away from Sajak. Yanni Gord up into the middle. And here is Dobson. Away from Steven Stamkos. And now Andy Green. Green off the boards. And shot in. Back Chernak has it. Chernak steps aside. Over to McDonough. McDonough from Sorelli. And thrown in through. Trying to get across is Bavillier. There's Chernak there. Over to McDonough. McDonough out to Killorn. Killorn back across and stepped aside Steven Stamkos on the backhand. Stamkos over to Killorn. Backhander. That floated up high. Killorn with it. Killorn on the backhand. Killorn still loose. Killorn over to the slot, and McDonough just tipped off an official, and it's backhanded through for the Islanders. And a turnover. McDonough holds away from Bavillier, and it gets back. McDonough back through. Out across. And pitch down passes taken out by the Islanders and swept down. Here's a chance on goal. Here's Barzal. Holds. Shoots. Did it go in? It did. They score! 1-0 New York. Matt Barzal in a breakaway. Stuffs this through the pads on Andre Vasilevsky. Islanders lead. For the third straight series, the Islanders have the first goal of the game, and if you want to call goalie interference, you can't because that puck's in the net. What a lineup pass. And, you know, Tampa had their chances, but then the drag and the push-in on Andre Vasilevsky, and the Islanders make it 1-0 in game one. Also, the Ukraine have just tied the game after being 2 down. And Bailey, the key pass. Barzal swept through Ruda, and a great goal. The Islanders strike first. So 1-0 New York, just like that. Taking this through, try for Zizekas. He took a hit. Victor Hedman, back away. Stood on back and tried to send this through. So just like that. And back down Komarov. Really? I had a long sleep. I kind of just stayed in bed for a long time. Kind of a weird night, but whatever. Savard takes a hit. Back away. Polak stepped into the middle. That's blocked from Eberle, and the Lightning try to send this out to center. Over from Palat. Stepped aside Braden Point. Poke checked away. It's Nikita Kucherov with the puck. Over to Hedman. Victor Hedman. And Andy Green. He'll send this on a backhand. Taken over at the corner. And Chernak, he'll hammer this in. A hit on Colton. And Leo Komarov back there as well. Away from Eberle. Komarov over to Barzal, and McDonough will shoot this in. Over to Polak. Tried for Andy Green. Lightning keep it at the blue line. And stepped aside, swung at, and out to the circle. And here's Matt Barzal moving in. Barzal waits, holds, drops it off for Eberle, who shot it wide. And taken now, it's Patrick Maroon. Maroon up off of Tyler Johnson's stick. Pelech fighting Johnson. Johnson takes Pelech down. The few Islander fans here want a penalty. There is none. Coleman stifles this through, and the draw, and he battles an Islander at the Tampa Bay bench at that side corner. Here's Yanni Gord working his way through. See, the Lightning have a bit more urgency because they have had some great play in this series, and the fact that they're down a goal, I don't think they like. Out through Dobson. Chasing the play, it's out to the blue line. Try to intercept it back out to center. Oh, good help. Back Coleman and Yanni Gord on the backhand. Gord tries to send it in front, backhander. Oh, and Varlamov stopped it, and he holds with 4:50 to go in the second period. Matt Barzal's fourth goal of the playoffs, and ever since the wraparound in Game 2 to help his scoring, he got hot. And it is 1-0 Islanders.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
Got gadgets and gizmos, honey. Got food and socks and school. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? Big deal. I won.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Wander free, shining, part of that.
Aiden, if you're still here, why did you wake up at 3 in the morning? If you don't mind me asking.
We have to get a new car. Tomorrow, my car credit. Credit Karma can show us how to improve it for free.
Well, maybe it's fine. Credit Karma. Download the app today.
Let's go inside the glass.
We're back. 2 commercials. We're back at Tampa Bay with the Islanders leading 1-0. And here's a look at Matt Barzal, and he's been good. He was having some issues skating through, but with Barry Trotz, and I think the thing is what Matt Barzal, I think, played his rookie year not with Barzal, not with Barry Trotz. I think at the first section of his career was with Jack Capuano, and then later, of course, general manager there, ended up coaching the team. But then after that, it's been Trotzy and it's been Lou Lamoriello. So you're going to defend, you're going to hit, you're going to learn how you're going to learn that you with the puck is not the main thing. And he's done the playoff. That's why his team is so effective. Is because even if they're not as effective themselves as a unit, they learn to do it much easier because they're all playing playoff style. As this is an offside. I had a reaction from my I'm sorry, Aiden. I hope you're okay. That sucks. I didn't, but my mother I know did. So Netherlands just took a 3-2 lead and a header up top shelf, and I'm rewatching the highlight. The goalie should have had that. So they were up 2-0. Now they're up 3-2. And we'll see if Ukraine come back in that game. That game is in the 85th minute right now. See which stoppage they give. That's the last Euro soccer game for today. There'll be 3 more tomorrow, including the Polish national team, which I'm a fan of as being a Polish American. That'll be tomorrow. But this is the last soccer game tonight. And, of course, the NBA games. So we'll have some of that in intermission. 4:16 to go in the second. 21 shots for New York. 19 shots for the Tampa Bay Lightning. You know how important it is for Ukraine to get a point in that game, too. Let's go along there. It's and Tyler Johnson. And here is Andy Green. Right off at the center ice position. Shoots this in. Vasilevsky. Backhanded it off to the boards. And all the way down to Colton. Colton up the middle. Colton tipped this through to Maroon. And Andy Green with a hit on Patrick Maroon. Colton back across. And sized up off the boards. A hit on Cizikas. He'll flip this in. Martin on Chernak. Martin away from Chernak. Cizikas there too. They battle. Back across. Cizikas. Try to push for the puck. Tyler Johnson then too. And Maroon couldn't get it. Islanders keep in. Out for Adam Pelech. We'll send this over to Jordan Eberle. Over for Matt Barzell. Barzell again, and penalty coming up against the Lightning. Third power play of the game for New York. And that's another thing. We talked about the penalties. New York is at 3 power plays. The Lightning have had none. So the Lightning have been in power play, in penalty trouble, and the Islanders have not. It's not even like the Islanders have had 3 power plays and the Lightning have had 1 or 2. Lightning have had no power plays. And so one of their top defensemen, Eric Chernak, a young defenseman, goes for tripping. So we'll see what... Oh, yeah, he hit him in the back. Well, I can understand conference finals. But still, that is a penalty. Like, I can understand the conference finals kind of griping about why that's a penalty. I mean, it isn't the most egregious thing, but it is a bit egregious, I would say. He hit him in the back. That is a penalty. I'd agree. Barzal sends out behind, tried for Pajot. Eberle, they're going to stick on this penalty kill. They're booing the whole time. Pajot over to Matt Barzal. And no, Islanders, it's not the New York Saints, or Tampa, it's not the New York Saints and refs. It's you committed a penalty. Barzal shoots far angle. They whack away at it. Hedman's back. Tipped again. Eberle tried. He swings and misses, and the Lightning are out to center. Hedman tries to go up, and here comes Goudreau. Drops a pass, and it's tipped away from Coleman. Here come the Islanders. Jordan Eberle sets it on through. Over for Matt Barzal, away from sticks. Barzal sizes off a deflection. Tried for Eberle, and cleared down the ice by the Lightning, and Tampa Bay changes. Dobson out behind the New York net. No Dobson with it. Now he drops it off. Josh Bailey up the middle. They have a lot more space. Stick checked away by Vasilevsky. Nelson tried to get through. Lightning try to clear. They will, as the Islanders make changes behind the play and over to Varlamov. I'm liking this power play more, though. The Islanders are seeing they have more space to work with. The Lightning are starting to get a little bit off their game, which is fine for New York. They'll stay on their game all day long. They're losing 4-1. They'll be on their game still. Steps it across over for Polak and out at the point. Shot there for Leddy. Here's Bailey. Back to Leddy. Out at the left circle. A shot through. Hipped off of Vasilevsky and off at the corner. And smothered in through trying to get there. It's Killorn shorthanded. Fires and a save made. Varlamov. Varlamovian as Killorn beat the defender with the shorthanded break to tie the game. And Varlamov made an incredible stop. That's the thing. We talk defense. Look at the poke checking. Look at the forechecking. Well, defense doesn't always work. You're going to have goaltending. New York has goaltending. Tampa Bay's down by 1, but they've had goaltending too. That's a shot on Vasilevsky and another save. He made a couple of saves there. And then when the Lightning were on the chance, that's a great save by Semyon Varlamov. And now an offensive zone draw for the killing team. And 15 seconds remain on the Chernak penalty. We're going to go on a 3-on-0 kill as the Islanders win the faceoff. I don't know. They may ride Varlamov again in game 2. The way he's played, yeah. If it's still 1-0 or 2-0 after the second period, I don't care if the Islanders lose. I think Varlamov still plays in game 2. Hedman, Cizikas on Hedman. Hedman steps through. They try to clear it. Penalty is over. Chernak. And here comes Sergachev up the middle. He bull rushes through. Drops it over for Gord. Gord hammers blocked up high. And with 58.8 seconds to go in the second, we'll have another face-off. We've added or extra, whatever you want to call, time in the soccer game. 3-2 Netherlands. There's 5 added time left. Good hit, yeah, that though by Coleman, though. Pajot tipped this on down right off the boards, and it's flown off of McDonough. Try to step it through to Pajot, and This is offside again as well. Well, this one was offside. The other wasn't. The Islanders still leading in shots by 3. Face-off teed off, and McDonough. Over for Pollock. He steps this out across and flickered in on back. Palmieri. And a penalty call against New York. Oh, this could be big. Kyle Palmieri for either a hook or a trip. And the Lightning power play, which we haven't seen in this series, will happen. The dangerous power play. Now, the Islanders have the best kill that the Lightning have faced in these playoffs. Well, technically not. Carolina the best kill in the league, and that was fun. But the Islanders' style really fits this. But Tampa Bay is going to have a power play only down by 1, and momentum would go straight to the Lightning if they score here. Now, they will have power play time, a decent amount in the third period. And the faceoff is cleanly won by Tampa. Here's Hedman, steps across, went over, and pass back down to Kucherov. Kucherov holds to Hedman. Hedman back down to Kucherov. He shoots, and it's tipped wide. The Islanders try to clear off the glass. A fateful bounce helps New York. 20 seconds to go in the second. This will be probably the last real power play chance of the period the Lightning can muster. 10 seconds to go in the second. It's lobbed out for Killorn. Killorn back across from Zizekas and Pelech. And now off. And a face in front. Stamkos. And it just tipped off the goaltender. Right at the boards. Hedman holds. Lost the puck to center. And the period's over. And Hedman slaps it at his own goal in frustration. 1:24 remains in the man advantage for Tampa. They didn't score a power play goal. They'll have some more time in the second period. In the third period, the Lightning are down by 1 thanks to the Islanders. It is not over, but the Islanders have a 1-goal lead heading into the second period, and we'll see what the kill can do in the third. End of the second, 1-0 New York. I will kind of wait on my phone until the Ukraine game is over, and then I will go to on the TV onto the basketball game.
There's interest you create and interest you pursue. Plans for the long term and plans for a long weekend. Assets you allocate and ones you hold tight. At Thrivent, we believe money is a tool, not a goal. And with the right guidance, you can get the financial clarity you need and live a life rich in meaning and gratitude.
The game is over. The Netherlands will get 3 points. A comeback 3-2 win. Well, not comeback. The Ukraine came back, but a 3-2 win over Ukraine in the third ever match, first playoff match between the Netherlands and the Ukraine, and the Netherlands who have never lost, but did have a draw once, win 3-2. All right. Okay, let's go to the basketball game. Irving is out for the game, guys, with the ankle injury. We'll see how long he'll be out for the series, if at all. Bucks up by 10. Trying to tie this series. Antetokounmpo, pass out to the corner. And slid on a finger roll. They score! Antetokounmpo, great pass. Now they're up by 12. 8:10 to go in the third quarter. Bucks 62-50. Shamet has it. Drives. Floater in and out and rebounded by Antetokounmpo. When will round robin end? Probably the end of this week, I think. I'm not positive because I think the first set of games will be over at either Tuesday or Wednesday. So then you have 3 or 4 more days. Well, the second matchups. So probably around the beginning of next week. I'm not positive because I think you'll still have a bunch of round robin games this week. Kevin Durant slides up. Durant hit. No penalty. No foul. Bucks move up. Alley-oop to Antetokounmpo. Tips it in. And there's a Buck who went down for a rebound. Didn't even touch the ball, but he's still down at the end line. Nets will move up. Here's Blake Griffin. To Durant. To Griffin. To Shamet. Missed it. Antetokounmpo. And he'll send it over to the Milwaukee player, but they are going to stop because Connaughton is down. He was the Buck who went down, and he's got blood pouring out of his eye. No, you're not getting it. He went down for a rebound. Didn't even touch the ball, and his eye is cut. Aiden, that's a good point, but I clearly think that Censored wants to be into the adult thing, and he's probably like Nathan or Trent or something. So no. Yeah, Connaughton. Oh, he didn't. I don't think his head didn't hit the floor. I don't think that's what hit it. He got hit in the head trying to get a rebound. That's where the blood came from. He was holding it like this when he went down. So Patrick Cotton, 3 points with the field goal, go to the locker room, get stitched up. Now, I know in hockey, when you get stitched up with like an eye injury, like an area eye injury, you can come back in about 15 minutes and you can get on the ice if you want. Now, basketball, stuff like this doesn't happen as much. So I don't know if he'll be out for the game or if we'll see him later. Oh, yeah, I remember you did say that to me. They're showing a highlight of the Barzell goal, back to the hockey thing, and in intermission. They're showing that before Barzell switched through, the 5-hole for Vasilevsky was wide open. Connaughton and some fans behind him thought that should have been a foul because not that he went down and bled, because he understands, like, if you hit the floor and bleed, it's a horrible, unfortunate thing, but it's not a foul. But then he felt like he was, like, slapped in the face or whatever. So no Irving and no Connaughton. Here's the thing, though. Connaughton will be back, if not this game, definitely game 5. But Irving, sorry for Connaughton, as this is another score. Another layup pulled in. And a finger roll by him. But I think, as this is intercepted again and brought down to midcourt, I think nothing bad against Connaughton, but the Nets need Kyrie Irving far more than the Bucks need Connaughton. Durant bullies through, shoots, blocked by Middleton. 10-0 run in the last 3:35 for the Bucks. Bounce pass in front of Antetokounmpo, and they're saying no baskets. Foul against the Nets. Who's winning? 66-50 Milwaukee. They're up by 16. Drew Holiday, he's put up a bit of a clinic. He wants the ball. He gets the ball. Holiday rolls past the screen. Passed out to Antetokounmpo. Finger roll rolls off the side of the net. And the Nets will get it. Right back, tries to cross. Over a roll in. They score again. Nets finally get something to bounce for them. Williams. Guarded on Middleton, away from Brown. Middleton, close to getting out of bounds. Great defense. And Antetokounmpo. Rolls through. Antetokounmpo slides this off the backboard and in. Great layup by Antetokounmpo, who's been very good in this game. Kevin Durant. A tough three-pointer. He scores. Now, will it count? There's a foul against Milwaukee, but does it count? I don't think it'll count. This was Giannis Antetokounmpo's play that he made here. Durant shoots and scores. Fine, Nathan. I won't ignore you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you the adult Discord, but I won't ignore you. Drew Holiday. Holiday steps past to Tucker. Out for Middleton. Contested three. No, it's just that you've done. I know you said you won't, but and there, even if you don't say anything, there are people who still resent you, who hate you far more than me, and I don't hate you. That we are changed now. You are not. You may be changed. I know Trent's not. He keeps on saying stupid stuff. But I'm streaming sports. I'm not going to have this conversation right now. Durant moves in and scores on a slam dunk. Kevin Durant, great baseline move. Some semblance of momentum for Brooklyn. Not much. They're down by 12. Spinning Middleton onto Antetokounmpo. Rides this through. Blocked, but a foul against Brooklyn. I think a blocking foul against Durant is what they're giving. I'm watching highlights from the Vegas-Colorado series. Grubauer led in a lot of soft goals. Aiden, he led in a lot of soft goals as Durant is petitioning to the officials. But I felt like the Vegas Golden Knights crashed the blue paint. And I think that's the reason why he let in soft goals. Because Vegas was in there. The defense failed Colorado in that series. Gerard especially. Free throw rolls in. Also, I will be right back.
We're seeing Giannis at the free throw line here. His struggles at the foul line have been well documented in this series, but he told me he has faith he can improve. He's watched film breakdowns of his shooting motion, and then, of course, there are the reps. The Bucks have team at the baskets at the practice facility number, and Bucks players told me that as they packed in after practices today, Giannis is in fact the last guy at basket number one, just working from the foul line. And Chris Wilson says a lot of those practice free throws go in. So I asked if he thinks changes for Giannis on nights when they don't go in during a game. He said he thinks that Giannis has so much going on and his head at the line it can interfere with the shot. He also quickly noted how positive Giannis has been, even as he's missed crucially timed attempts to been called for 10-second violations. He noted how hard Giannis and his family had to work just to get to the NBA. And Chris said he thinks that gives Giannis perspective that even if his free throws aren't sinking, he's happy to be in games like this with this kind of stakes, and he'll just try again to be better the next time. He seems to be starting to work for him.
In this series, he's 9 of 25 from the free throw line. For three, and then too strong. He's now 1 for 4. What do you think it takes for this free throw routine to shoot 100 free throws? That's going to be like 4 hours. Green gets inside, missed it. And Green will go to the line. So 34-year-old Green will shoot 2 and Myers. Clippers and Jazz. That's 10 Eastern game 4. Clippers going home last night. And we're going to 2 games to 1 in that series. This Green has 13th year in the league. Brooklyn is his 10th NBA team. And he's gone to the playoffs with 7 different teams. He ties the NBA record. Lazio Milano and James Edwards, the only other 2 players to go to the playoffs with 7 different teams. And you talk to every coach he played for, there's perfection they love. He's also
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I don't care about that stuff, guys. You know this. I'm doing it to protect the channel because other people do. And it is a little bit insensitive, but Kevin Durant, free throw on its way. But they're still a long way from being back into this game. Still third quarter, 3:10 to go, 74-59 Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. He wants a foul. He's going to get one. No, foul against the Bucks. Offensive foul against Antetokounmpo. There was a foul given, but it wasn't for him as he drove through, and that's a bad call. If you're going to call foul, should have been against Brooklyn. And no, they'll get the ball, and they'll get a bit of a... Oh, they're saying his arm went up. His arm went up close. The contact. That's what he's saying, and Budenholzer does not like that call. I know, Trent. I know you guys. You guys are great guys. But it's just not... Durant shoots far angle and scores. Kevin Durant. Back out Holiday. Steps this out at the lane. Holiday. Shot from the... saying, but the thing. But the Mets and the Padres. Shot from the corner and rebounded back by Durant. Nets are within 10 with a 3 here, so it's not completely done. Durant back out, driven through, lost the ball, but got it back. Kevin Durant wants a 3. Contested 3. Airballs it and kept in. And it was tipped out of bounds. Was it tipped off a Buck? Oh, it didn't matter because it was a shot clock violation. So the Bucks will get the ball back. So it'll be a Milwaukee throw-in. 2:16 in the third quarter. Holiday with it. Also, I won't stream the fourth quarter if there's any left after this is a foul. Yes! 3-point for, I think, Torres. The Bucks will have 3 free throws. Kind of got an arm to the back. That was the deal there. Also, we're about to have puck drop in the third period with the Lightning on the power play. So let's go. Yeah, I know, Aiden. That's why I'm putting it on. I can see it about to start on my thing. I didn't become a snow. I never. I'm not even going to pay attention. I'm not even giving you the light of day here. Welcome to Tampa Bay for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Conference Finals. What's the Stanley Cup Finals? Welcome back, though. It's the third period, and the Islanders are up 1-0, but they are killing a penalty. Kyle Palmieri. This is big if the Islanders win the faceoff. Oh, the lightning flags are going from Thunder Alley. You know, they're ready to explode. Haven't yet, though. 5-on-4 for the minute 24, and the faceoff is won by the Islanders, which dictates pace. Mayfield clears. Right for Vasilevsky out behind. Cizikas tried to take it through. Vasilevsky out behind. Oh, he went down. He wants a call, none. Kucherov out behind. Over for Hedman. Hedman steps through and back to Nikita Kucherov. Fan pass. And out for Killorn. And back to Kucherov out at center. Kucherov. Flick this to Hedman. Back to Kucherov. Shot through Hedman. Point. Kucherov. That's away from Pajot. And a hit there. And now the Islanders move out 2-on-1 shorthanded. Here comes Pajot. Pajot holds. Shoots tipped. And backed away from Point. And Kucherov to Killorn. Killorn with 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Hedman holds. Shoots. Blocked off of Mayfield. And Kucherov there. They try to tip it away. Komarov and now clock right over the glove and all the way down. 18:50 to go in the third. Sergachev has it behind the net. Back over Mikhail Sergachev. Sergachev drops this off. And thrown in front. Here's Chernak holding, shooting. Save Varlamov far angle. Islanders will clear this all the way down. The penalty's over. Out of the box comes Palmieri. A successful kill, and the Lightning didn't do much on the power play. Sergachev backs it over to Chernak, who shoots in. And it comes off of Yanni Gord, who tries to send this through. Lobbed it back, Jordan Eberle. Eberle holds on 3-on-2, moving. Eberle away from McDonough. Shoots, save, rebound off of Barzell. Stick on the backhand, couldn't get it to go. Nick Leddy holds at the blue line. Leddy sets it up. Mayfield shoots wrister. Tipped off the boards again, and Leddy back on the backhand, try to go for Eberle. Eberle out behind. Eberle on the backhand, and it's switched on through. Shot up high off of Eberle, and now Komarov, Leo Komarov, on the puck, took a hit, backed out. Komarov with it, steps on front, and getting away there is Matt Barzal. Barzal on the puck. Barzal away from Tyler Johnson, and step from Chernak. Get there, Jordan Eberle tries to push the puck through. Eberle with it. Hit hard. Yanni Gord took a hit. Eberle as well. Coleman moves it up to center. Blake Coleman shoots it in. And off Varlamov, now Mayfield. I like lacrosse. I don't follow it, though. I don't know enough rules, even though as Mayfield just a hit there. And back over to Savard. Savard fires, tipped wide. My friend Campbell, who you may have seen a time or two or listened to in the show, he does he does a lot of stuff with the lacrosse team in Montclair, so he would have a better answer about lacrosse stuff than I would. And his brother plays lacrosse. So I've watched it a few times, but I don't know it enough. Out to center, Sergachev, and backhanded step through for Nelson. Hit on Coleman. Nelson as well, and backhands in. Stepped in front. Savard wanting it. Haha, censored. I know he didn't say it. Savard across. It is fun? Okay. Savard out to center ice and moved in front. The fourth goal of the playoffs for Matt Barzal is the go-ahead goal here. Hey, Avs fan, I haven't seen you since, you know, we won't talk. Well, you know what? I don't want you to leave, but Avs fan, as Sorelli works this in front and pulled across for Killorn, a shot, save Varlamov. Can we talk a little bit about Game 6, or is it too much? If it's too much, I'm not going to push because I don't, or the series, I mean, not Game 6. The series, because if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. I respect your wishes, and I'm not going to mock you over it. But and also, look forward to you must look forward to Game 2. That's going to be fun. Now, in all seriousness, I don't want to mock you there. I just want to ask you if you want to talk about it. If you don't, then if you're Nathan, we're Red Wing fans. You have no place to talk. Cizikas over Pelech. But yeah, I know you're in Tampa and you're going to Game 2. But yeah, how's Tampa? I just wanted to discuss it a little bit. But if you don't want to, it's fine. Okay, fine. We won't. I have my own thoughts. If you listen to the radio show tomorrow afternoon, you will hear them. But we'll see. I Yeah, but what do you think of this game, Avs fan, as the Islanders will move this around? It's Letty to bring it out to center, and Letty will step this up out at center ice and pitch it through Beauvillier. Out across, tipped off of Gaudreau, and Gaudreau moved in. Well, why do I not want to answer that? Nelson took a hit. Backed out. Letty stepped through for Beauvillier. Beauvillier. Nelson out across. Nelson looks for Beauvillier again. Beauvillier holds, shoots, save, Vasilevsky. But it's good to see you on the stream again. Avs fan, have you watched any of the? Yeah, whatever. Have you watched any of the soccer games since the Italy game, Avs fan? Because there have been some really good ones so far. Of course, you probably know, as the whole world knows, about that horrible, horrible situation with Denmark and Finland. And thank God, who is it? Anderson, I think, is healthy. That we collapsed on the field. That was there was a lot of setbacks of starting that game again, but a score, Letty! Islanders are up 2-0. Nick Letty bombed it from the point. Erickson, yeah, that. Polak actually will get the shot here, but Letty definitely got a piece, and the Islanders have a 2-0 lead. I'm not. I just ignored you a little bit since I made the one thing. I can't pay attention to you guys. You guys freak me out. Since I created the new Discord, so you guys aren't like constantly freaking me out that you're going to say something negative. But anyway, Ryan Polak just rips this through to the goal. It's 2-0 Islanders, just like that. The fourth goal of the playoffs for him. He's had a great playoff. Sorry, guys. My app accidentally glitched. So it's going to reload. And just give me 1 second. But anyway, the Islanders are up 2-0. Yeah, because I know you'll be at that game. That'll be great. Back to soccer, Avs. I'm looking forward to Poland and Slovakia tomorrow. That's going to be really awesome. Obviously, I'll be rooting for Poland and all that. And some good games today, actually. The last game that happened, the Netherlands went up 2-0 after a scoreless first half. The Ukraine came roaring back. And then the Netherlands got a late goal. They went 3-2 in their third ever meeting. So that's pretty interesting. Here's a shot by Nelson, and this ricochets off the boards. Brought out, tried for Nelson, tapped off his stick, and swung and missed. Bailey will switch this in for Nelson. Nelson, Tyler Johnson backhands this up to center, and Mayfield has it. Mayfield, here's Beauvillier. Beauvillier holds and goes to the backhand. And looks for Nelson. Sajak with a big hit on Sorelli. And over comes Stamkos to Killorn. Alex Killorn off the boards. Over to Jan Ruda. Ruda steps. And back loose in front. It's Killorn. Killorn. There's a shot that's tipped wide. Mayfield with a hit on Stamkos and Beauvillier. Try to backhand this through. Beauvillier has it. Holds out behind. There's Point. Point hit by Mayfield. Mayfield steps through and over to Ruda. He shoots. Save Varlamov. Also in the other playoff game going on today, Milwaukee has just decimated Brooklyn with the injury to Kyrie Irving as the Lightning try to keep it in. Jan Ruda stepped up for Stamkos. Up the middle at the right circle. It's Killorn. Killorn holds. Killorn waits. Pass in front for Stamkos, and it just missed his stick. McDonough at the point. Will slide this through. Tries to slice for Sorelli. Pass in front. Tipped away. and the Islanders trying to clear, they will. The Islanders they've got to have more clears and exits out of the zone in quick succession than Carolina and Florida did in their entire series. They've done really well in that aspect against Tampa because Tampa excels at keeping the puck in. Palmieri drops it out to the middle, and there's Komarov, and Point gets back. Braden Point through and tried to tip it through Palmieri, and over to Sergachev. Back to the and out to Tenor, and our head trying to drive this back. Loose in front for Sergachev. And back out across and throwing for Martin. And New York does. Yeah, I thought so. They've really taken control as this game has gone along. One of my friends, as I said before, and also a guy on the show that works with me, Campbell, agreed with me that the Islanders would go to the Stanley Cup final. But unlike me, he believes they would win the Cup. And they may as well. The way they're playing as consistent and as good as any team in hockey right now. Yeah, 100 jerseys are nice. Thanks for getting me into soccer. I really enjoyed it. Oh, soccer's fun. If soccer can be really fun. I wish it was a bit more fast-paced like hockey, but it's great. Back out in front, Barzal tries to take it away. Shot for Gaudreau and Mayfield there. I tried to get Josh, when Josh was regularly watching this, into soccer. He was a little into it, but it still is really hard for him to understand because, it is a bit slow and some of the calls and stuff. Hey, even the Martinez, what's up? Lightning will move this out at the blue line. Savard. This also will mean, if the Islanders can win this game, that headed into New York, they'll have home ice, which is nice, which they've also had in every series. And this puck will jump out of play. Just like that, 9:37 to go in the third period. The Islanders have a 2-goal lead now. Pollock and another goal that went off of Vasilevsky. 2-0 New York. Hot take hockey raid. Hot take hockey raid. I know it's not a hot take hockey raid because we're still in the third period. $87-73 right now, still Milwaukee. So they're up by 14. Haven't seen you in a while. Well, I've been on, so I guess you haven't been on. But yeah, I'm here. After this game is over, the stream will end though. I'm actually not sure how much. I know there's only one game a day, so it'd be easier. But I'm having work next week. I'm going to work next week, and I'm also starting my class this week. So I don't actually know how much streaming I can do. I'll obviously talk to you guys a lot, but I don't know because just so much is going to be on my plate for the next month. My dad loves soccer, so it's pretty easy for me to get into. Also, I liked it when I was 5, so I knew what it was and everything. Yeah, I played it a little bit when I was 5. My dad played soccer, and he loved soccer as well. So yeah, it's kind of been that way as well.
Andy and I made a good plan.
What's your job? I work at my brother's law firm. It's going to be a 10 to 5. They don't even open till 10, so I couldn't even do 9 to 5. So it's going to be about like a 10 to 4 or 10 to 5 job for about 3 to 5 days a week. I think he kind of wants to lower my workload, so I think it'll be 3 days a week, not 5, which is nice, but very fun. You're fun. You're good. You're great. Whatever. There'll be another playoff game today as well, one that I know Avs fan will be very interested in. Denver and Phoenix. Denver wins, we'll have a Game 5 back in the desert. Phoenix wins, the Nuggets are eliminated. The Suns go to the conference final for the first time in many years against either Utah or Los Angeles. Here come the Islanders in on a shot, and it went wide. I can't remember watching World Cup in 06 with my dad, but I don't really remember it. Did Italy win all the 06 World Cup? Or is that 02? No, 02 Brazil won, I think. I think Italy won 06, right? I think I did see him a little bit. Oh, okay, cool. What if Tampa wins the series and Vegas wins 2 against Montreal? It'll be Vegas versus Tampa. Yeah, and then I'll root for Vegas, but I don't like really either teams. Just Italy won. I thought so. Right, and then Spain won the World Cup against the Netherlands in 2010, and then in 2014, Germany won, and then in 2018, France won. Yeah, that's right. And that'll be next summer, and I should be able to broadcast. Now, next summer I'll still have college because I'm actually behind on my college classes. So I'll still have at least another semester of college. But next summer I might be thinking of internships. So I don't know how many soccer games I can do, but I'll do as many as I possibly can. I don't know how next summer will look. I'll have to really we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah. That was fun. I forget what game that was in. And that really wasn't fun, but you know what I mean. Of course, 14, I think, was also the biting incident by one of the Argentinian players. I remember that. Uruguayan. Will the fire alarm go off when you stream? Hopefully not. Praying. Pellick out to Eberle at center ice, and Eberle back out off the corner and shot in by Nick Leddy. The Kucherov, who tried up this cross, and Eberle there. Tried to center on back. Leddy shoots. Back over Eberle. Eberle with it. Tried to throw it in for Matt Barzal, and nothing was happening there. It swept out to center ice and back down again. Over across for Bavillier. He got hit, and Jan Ruda there stepped across. And Tyler Johnson there moved up ahead. And back out off the stanchion and out. 7:34 to go in the third. Islanders 2, Lightning nothing.
Because everything great is birthed through discomfort. It's time to get uncomfortable. Let's get uncomfortable. That's when we find empathy. Once we get past our differences, that's when we find empathy. Because real empathy, it knows no age, no color, no gender. Real empathy says, hey, I see you. I feel you. I hear you. I understand you. I may not be you, but I love you. That's what truly matters.
When sending a text at 3 a.m. is something you won't regret.
Craving pizza.
Personal assistance 24/7. One of the many things you could expect when you're with Amex.
To support local restaurants, we've been to every city, including Little
Peter, I know I said I won't talk about it, but guess what? Guess what I watched after the Knights beat us? What? Brooklyn, Milwaukee, NBA game still going, but Milwaukee wins. Thank you. Wow, and you also have to know everything, Martinez. I don't even know if you know, but Kyrie Irving, after he scored a layup to kind of get them within 6, he got an ankle injury. He's out for the game, and he might be out. So that's a big loss for them. Actually, even if he comes back for Game 5. Now, they're home. They haven't lost in that building all year long. That building's not made for hockey, not a great concert building either, but it's made for basketball. We'll see in Game 5. It looks like it's going to be square apiece. Replay of Game 7 Leafs Boston. Immediately made my day. It works every time. If the Devils lost in an agonizing fashion like that, I'd probably watch Game 7 New Jersey Anaheim or Game 6 New Jersey New York would probably make my day. The 23rd. Oh, I love that one. Nelson right off the face-off tie-up. Coleman got hit by Mayfield, and Varlamov sets it up for Nick Leddy. Leddy stepped it lined on out, and Nelson looking for it. Stabbed on through Nelson. Just to take it over for Mayfield, who got hit up hard. You know, it's funny. If there was no COVID, well, a lot would have been different if there was no COVID. But if there was no COVID, and the season ended the way it was going in 2020, the Bruins, because the Panthers probably would have the third spot, the Bruins probably would have played the Leafs in the first round and probably would have beaten them in 7 again. So it's kind of funny how that all works out. Mayfield steps across Coleman. Coleman with it. Holds at the right circle. Coleman waits. Who's there, I guess? Nelson tried to keep it in. And he'll backhand it in. And not keep it in. It was actually in the Tampa zone, New York zone, but get it out and slid out Chernak with it. Chernak hit by Pajot. Breaking point there. Point. He got checked hard, and here's Hedman. Back to center. Great play in front. Here's Andre Polak. Tries to stifle it through it. He's stick checked away. Polak has it. Holds off the wall. Gets it out to center. Polak with it. Polak streamlines. Lost the puck and out off for Nikita Kucherov. Out at center ice to Braden Point. Point. Steps up from Palat. Point. Gets shoved down hard. Back for Komarov. And all the way down into the Lightning zone. Stamkos pursued. Hit hard. Barzal just tipped wide off. Hedman couldn't control it. Kucherov neither. Islanders keep it in. Mayfield. Shot this through. Save Vasilevsky. Eberle. Holds. Shoots it out behind. Sergachev there. Barzal as well. And away from Killorn. Eberle. Out for Braden Point. And back out Mayfield again. Mayfield. Shot this through out away for Ryan McDonough. McDonough on the backhand and pitched out through again. New Jersey will make NHL. The Devils will not make it to the playoffs in 2021. Me. Like this. I don't know what you mean. I'm kind of confused. Out for Stamkos to center ice. Dropped it, Killorn. Stamkos goes down in the final 5 minutes of the third. This pass just haywire. Here's Savard shooting, tipped away. Ed Cirelli there. Fires it out behind and couldn't get anything going. All the way down. Lightning look a bit sluggish. Here's Vasilevsky to hand over to Savard. Savard sent this across. Oh, you're surprised? At the start of the season, I thought the Devils were great at the start of the season. Yeah, but I'm trying to be patient. I don't completely trust Tom Fitzgerald yet. Like with Detroit. Detroit is bad, but I don't even care because I am so trustful of Steve Yzerman, and I know that a cup is at the end of the road. I'm trusting of Fitzgerald, but I'm waiting for more results. The good thing is the Devils have a high pick in a draft that is centered around great defensemen. So that'll be good. Icing against Tampa Bay. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think we'll still be a bottom feeder, but I think we're trending in the right direction. You have to also realize the division. They're going to be back in the Metro. And the Metro is going to gain a team that the Devils did not play in their division all year that had the third best record in the league, Carolina. So, in Carolina back, the Devils should be better than Columbus, I think. They should be much better than Buffalo. And I think they'll probably be better, maybe better than Philadelphia. But I don't know if they'll be better than the Rangers, and they're not going to be better than Washington or Pittsburgh. So, we'll see. And then, of course, you got the Islanders, which they absolutely will not be better than. Palmieri steps this up, and a chance in front now. Pajot trying to drop off and send through for Kyle Palmieri with a hit. And Sajak with a great check and the puck all the way down. And this is icing against Tampa. 3:11 to go in the third period. 2024, absolutely, Aiden. And they might make the playoffs in 2023, but not next year. No doubt. They'll probably win the cup around 28 or 29. Which is probably going to be the Red Wings will probably win the President's Trophy around 27, around that point. So Notice that I'm not saying Vancouver because I have no real trust in Jim Benning. As here's Letty from the point. He'll try to send it around and looks out for Komarov with a big hit. And Komarov, Clutterbuck there, and the Lightning try to take it out, but they couldn't. And out to center. It's flickered on for Andy Green. Andy Green steps in off the wall, and Vasilevsky out behind a hand for Ryan McDonough. 2-0 Islanders, 31 shots for New York, 26 shots for Tampa Bay. The Devils still have the team that is already reserved last place in their division. Right. Vasilevsky goes to the bench. Extra attacker coming, Kyle Palmieri. Sends it on out, and Hedman. Hedman through. Wait, no, they weren't. Wait. The Devils still the team that has already reserved last place in their division. Wait, what do you mean? They weren't last place in their division this year. Buffalo was. Point, shot, save, made. Rebound, and Stamkos couldn't get it out to the point. Let's just focus on this game. Hedman off to Kucherov with the 6 attackers. Kucherov holds right circle. Kucherov, Hedman, Kucherov. Less than 2 minutes. Back in front. Killorn tipped away from Kucherov and cleared. This is icing against New York. Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about this year. And they're not going to be last in the division this year because you cannot tell me with a straight face that Columbus is better than the Devils. And I think the Devils might have a better record than Philadelphia. I don't know what San Jose. They really... Oh, Lightning player looked like he got hit up high. I think he did. Yes, penalty coming up against New York for a stick in the face. Nelson. So they can put a 6-on-4 for the entire game. Listen, so... Right. So San Jose, they have cap issues, so they have to run for a playoff spot. But they are not in a good position to get to the playoffs. They need to rebuild. They have a lot going wrong with their team. They are way too old, and their future does not look good. Their prospect pool is thin. LA, however, I love their future. They've got a lot of great young players. They have some veterans, and they've got a great future. And they, they were supposed to be terrible, and they almost made the playoffs, and they weren't even trying to make the playoffs. Well, I mean, every team tries, but the Sharks, no, but the Kings absolutely are in a great position. I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings make the playoffs next year. I really wouldn't this coming year. But how about teams that are close to the Cup this year? New York and Tampa Bay, the Islanders and the Lightning. Here's Killorn, tried for Kucherov, back for Killorn with a big hit, and centered Sorelli. Out for Hedman. Kucherov to Hedman. Back across Stamkos, and it just sent wide. Back over to Hedman. Hedman over to Kucherov. 6-on-4 for as long as they want. Killorn over to Kucherov. Kucherov. Back through for Hedman. Less than a minute to go. Hedman, it's just tipped wide. Here's Nikita Kucherov. Slides in front. Pass. Point. Shot. He scores! Braden Point, and it's a 1-goal game. With the extra attacker with 52.8, and we're not done yet. So Varlamov, who is looking for his first shutout of the playoffs, will not get it. But Braden Point into the middle has made it 2-1. And this is not over yet. As you know, the Lightning are going to come roaring back in that penalty unless... Well, no, penalty's over now. Yeah, penalty's over now because it's a goal. This went off of Varlamov's shoulder in front. That's the thing. Penalty's over now. So the Islanders won't have to think about killing a penalty. John Cooper has called timeout. Yeah, they almost had a worse record than Detroit. So that's interesting. As Vasilevsky is back in his goal. Kernkraft 400, Blairs and Amelie. The Lightning are within a goal, and their fans think that there's still a chance. One more goal, then a tie game. We could be thinking about overtime. There is a bit of a communion at center ice. The Lightning, who have found themselves back in this game. 53.7 is now the new time. They're looking at the clock. Yanni Gord's line is back on. They actually didn't officially call a timeout, guys. They didn't officially call a timeout. They just were regrouping and looking at the clock. So with that time, they were able to regroup and kind of rest. And then a smart coach kind of goes back and says, they got the clock. We're ready to drop the puck. We'll call a timeout. They can sit for another 30 seconds. And yes, Aiden, the net is empty. So the extra attacker, it'll be a 5-on-4, but not on 4 because of goal that was scored by point. Vasilevsky is right outside of the blue paint, but when the Lightning establish full control, he's gone. Lightning have the empty net. Right now they don't have the empty net. But once they have control, they will. And they do not now. Here's Pelech in the Tampa Bay zone. He'll flick it on through. Cizikas, you want to bleed the clock. Right? The Lightning got that out in a hurry. And here's Kucherov. He sends this through. Mayfield sends this off the corner. Vasilevsky looking for the go-ahead. Doesn't get it. Now he's going to the bench. Extra attacker comes on the ice for Tampa Bay. Mayfield spins to the New York zone and tries to send this out. Can't. Over to center. All the way down. And clear icing against New York. Italy is playing Avs fan. It's going to be Wales and Turkey and Italy and Switzerland. Then the last game of the groups will be Italy and Wales. And if I can, I might stream that. I don't know. I'm not positive, but if I can, I'll stream it. And that means that your Italians will get quiet scores. If I do, but I don't know. Clutterbuck, a hit on Stamkos. The Lightning keep it in. Right there, Kucherov looked for a tip and couldn't get it. Brought out, looked for Hedman. 10 seconds to go. Hedman shoots. Save Varlamov, and it's out to the corner. Frantic seconds for the Lightning to bring it out. Hedman holds 5 seconds to go. Shot by Stamkos, and it's tipped wide. The puck will clear to center, and the Islanders lead 1-0. 2-1 winners. The New York Islanders over the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they lead the series 1-0. Puck was the game winner. It was late, though. The Lightning got their goal, so they did get a goal from this game, but they have lost home ice as the Islanders, best case scenario, 2-0 heading to New York. Worst 1-1, not 0-2. So the Islanders with a 2-1 win in Tampa Bay. What a win for the Islanders. They win game 1. Pollock, the game winner. Barzal and Pollock for New York. Braden Point for Tampa Bay. And the Islander fans here in Tampa Bay love it. So you got a great game for you in game 2, Avs fan, coming up with the Lightning down 1-0 in the series. Islanders win 2-1. We'll see you soon. Not sure when. Good night. Goodbye, everybody. Happy hockey, everybody.
I stayed up and crunched over.